exist is, we need to clarify that concept. Time doesn't exist because time inherently includes lack, and lack is not a spiritual truth. Okay, that's one of the reasons why time can't exist. Because you don't have enough time, or time's gone, or you're running out of time. Time and lack are too intermeshed. You live in an abundant universe. So there can't be an abundant universe and lack in the same place. They don't mix, oil and water. That's why the idea of time is invalidated. Okay? Now, the experience of passage, which is a very weird way to say it, but we're trying to think of new words. The sun is gone. Dark is here because it's night. You call that time, right? We've all called that time. If we looked at the clock, we could say it's 8 o'clock. Time has passed. That reference to time is a connection to the movement of creation. That is not connected to lack. That's connected to experiences. So the movement of creation is experience, not lack. The assignment of time energetically attaches to lack. The movement of creation energetically attaches to abundance. Okay?
Awesome.
So we're talking about the energetics of what you guys experience or call time. Okay? The word time goes with lack. The movement of creation goes with abundance. Okay? How does that connect to the fact that the sun just went down? The sun went down. Creation moved. Yay! Creation moved! Yippee! Because if it didn't, you'd be bored. So creation moving gives you opportunity for experience. You could call it sandpaper. You can call it playground. You can call it yippee. The reality is that creation moves in order to give differing opportunities for experience. It's not creation moves so I can feel lack. Okay? So when you experience time passing, the opportunity is to say, yay, new stuff is happening. My play is moving. Okay? Too frequently, your relationship to time is, my God, I don't have enough of it. You see the difference? So it's an attitudinal adjustment. Now, the beauty of this is the complete reality of what you have previously associated with time, which now we're calling the movement of creation. We'll probably think of a better word because that sounds kind of woo-woo for us, but whatever. The movement of creation is infinite and constant, and you're experiencing it from only one set or one viewpoint, which includes looking out your eyes. But you have actually infinite perception of it from your soul's perspective. So the movement of creation is infinite because of the infinite points of view that you have access to from a soul level of it. Meaning, this moment right now that we're sharing together can be perceived by you from infinite perspectives if that's what, as a soul, you decided you wanted to do. That's where it's abundant, even if it is what you want to call a moment. And that's how time can be, in the limits of time can be broken by the awareness of the infinite viewpoints you have access to. That's a lot of words. And it's a big concept. And because you guys don't have access to the infinite viewpoints, it may seem a little bit outside of your purview. But the reality is, when you're feeling pressured by time, you can say, I know there are many ways I can experience this. And the one way I'm choosing to experience this is by feeling lack. But there are other ways for me to experience both this moment and the ones that will follow. Because my creation is moving, thank God or I'd be bored. And that movement is mine to observe as I choose. This is you choosing your reaction to your creation. Your creation is a movement, and that movement can be observed by you in infinite ways. Or, from a non-soul's perspective, and just kind of from your human perspective, it can be observed from at least two ways. One is from lack and one is from abundance. So you can say, wow, I feel like I'm late to my appointment. Or you can say, wow, I have an opportunity to reconceive of how I wish to perceive of this moment. Right. You can decide that it's that you're late. Or you can decide it's that I've created an opportunity to decide whether or not I want to feel late. Or I've created an opportunity to see if I want to rush. Or I've created whatever. Mm-hmm. It's your creation of your movement, of your play. Now, Veronica is reminding us that for her, what's been happening is time has felt like it's both going extremely fast and that events of a similar nature don't feel like they have time in between them. Now, her favorite example of this is at night she closes the blinds. And she feels like frequently when she goes to close the blinds that nothing has occurred between that closing of the blinds and the previous closing of the blinds. So roughly 24 hours has gone by, and yet she feels like she just did it a moment before. Mm-hmm. Anybody, this happened to you guys sometimes? No? You don't have that one? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. You might get it later. You might have skipped this one. It's not like you're doing it wrong if this doesn't happen to you. Does it feel like Wednesday comes really fast? Yes. Okay, that one you got it on. All right. So it may not be the blinds, but energetic, and see, this is an energetic thing, and so you can see how powerful energetics are. Energetically, we'll call it Wednesday night meeting, is connected to last Wednesday night meeting very strongly, especially in our meeting. Closing the blinds, maybe so, but what we do here is energetically connected. So, in essence, you've previously seen time and you wanted it to go in a line, okay? What we experience time as going in loops. Kind of like something you would crochet, right? And on that inner ring, you've got experiences like this. Any similar experience is energetically so tight to each other that they're really next to each other. So let's say your week comes by. Here you are on Wednesday. And you go to experience your week, and you'd like to think it goes like this. But in reality, it's more of a shape like this, and then Wednesday comes again, and then Wednesday comes again, and then Wednesday comes again. And for Veronica, closing the blinds, closing the blinds, closing the blinds, closing the blinds. Now, of course, because this is a big deal, and it's energetic, and it's soul level, and it's universal, and it's galactic, we can't draw the right picture. You can imagine this is a lot of loops. But in essence, what we're trying to show you is that time isn't linear. Is it more of a loop shape? So all of the experiences you're having outside of being here on Wednesday are happening in this loop shape, but you're energetically coming back to what we might call the hub of our Wednesday nights together. So the hub of our Wednesday nights together can feel very close to each other. And when you're here, you might think, wow, I was just here 5 minutes ago. Because energetically, they are very tied together. For Veronica, when she closes the blinds, it's a signal to her that it's time to go to bed. It's kind of a closing of a chapter. So since it's the same energetic every night, or very close, they start to be tied very close together. You probably have things in your life that you can see that you tie very, very close together. Now, the neat thing about that is you can infuse those moments. Let's just use tonight. You can infuse the moment with a lot of attention. And you can actually start to bring the energy from one into the other, almost like pulling your alternate expressions in. Because you can create these hubs as they connect with each other. The information, the energetics are much more accessible than if they were separated out on a line. Okay? It's like bending. You're bending time and putting them together. There's probably some really fancy quantum physics description for this, but we're just doing it in an energetic level. So as you bend your times and you connect them to each other,